Hey guys, welcome to the Meters YouTube channel. Today I am going to be showing you how to make beef heart in the pressure cooker. So I have a couple of beef hearts in the freezer, but I thought today that I would start with showing you one of the most simplest ways to make it, which is in the pressure cooker. I've got the Ninja Foodie, which has a couple of features. It's got the pressure cook option, steam, roast, air crisp, slow cook, broil, sear, dehydrate. So if you don't have an air fryer but you're considering it, I highly recommend the Ninja Foodie. There are many different ways to prepare beef heart. My favorite way is probably this way, which is pressure cooking it and then slicing it and crisping it up. I did the same method with the beef tongue and I just love the way that it turns out. But I also enjoy beef heart just kind of sliced up and lightly seared in a cast iron. That's when I'm going for more of like a medium rare, kind of rare texture. So let's get started. Let me show you what I'm working with today. So this is a beautiful beef heart that we got from Green Pastures Farm, which is actually now Wild Meadows Farm. It's pretty big. Sorry for the bloody mess here, but it is what it is. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're probably not that grossed out by blood. So what I like to do, and I highly suggest that you do too, is I don't trim anything. If you look at recipes online, they're gonna tell you to trim the fat off. So what I want you to do is every time you look for a recipe online and it says to trim the fat off anything, close that window, close the recipe, move on to the next one. I'm kidding. There's always something that you could learn from everybody, but I think that's just like the old mentality of trim the fat off. So we don't want to do that. We want to keep the fat on. And also what I like to do is I actually like to keep the arteries and everything else intact. The first time that I made beef heart, I trimmed the life out of this thing, this poor heart. And then the second time I made it, I was like, you know what? Let's see what happens if I don't trim it. And what happens is you don't even notice the little arteries. They become so tender and so soft while they're pressure cooked that you will not notice them at all. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you what I'm talking about. See these little arteries here? So I trimmed all of those off. I like freaking performed surgery on the heart. I did like a heart transplant. Don't worry about that. Leave them all on there. You won't taste them, and then even if you do, they taste great, and I'm sure that they have some nutritional value. Like, just eat the whole thing. It's good for you. So let's begin, shall we? All right, so what we're gonna do is I have set my Ninja Foodie to pressure, and I don't know if you could see, but it's doing some like squiggly thing. That just means that it's heating up. And I'm gonna put the beef heart in there, just like that, just as is. It's perfect the way it is. Put this guy away. And I'm gonna add some water. I'd say about 2 liters of water. I don't wanna cover the entire heart, but I do wanna cover most of it so it kind of boils in there. So I'm gonna add 2 liters of water. This depends on how big the heart is that you are going to be cooking. Okay, we've got 2 liters, and of course I'm gonna aggressively sprinkle Redmond salt just to add a little bit of flavor, but I'm also gonna salt some more later. Just add some salt in there. You think we have enough? Okay. And I'm gonna grab the lid. I always struggle with this. There we go. And I'm gonna set the timer to 55 minutes. Actually, let me show you how much water I put. So I've put 2 liters of water. As you can see, the heart is not completely immersed in water, but it is about halfway covered. So it is ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna put the lid back on. And we are gonna pressure cook for 55 minutes. So set the timer. And because it's already heated up, it started. So we're at 54 minutes and 53 seconds. So make sure also that the valve here is set to seal and not vent. That's very important. And when we're done, you can either eat the heart as is, slice it up, or we can move on to the next step, which I personally love, which is crisping the heart up. I'll show you how to do that once this is all done with. See you guys in the next step. Very important. I just want to show you guys how this little valve thing is set to seal and not vent. So make sure that yours is the same if you have a similar pressure cooker. Okay guys, the 55 minutes is up. We are now at 1 minute and 32 seconds. And what is going to happen now is we're just going to allow for the natural pressure release. I'd say at least 15 to 20 minutes. And afterwards, we can try to switch this over to vent. If it's going to release a lot of like steam, maybe just let it do a little bit more of a natural pressure release. I'll check back in with you guys around the 20-minute mark. So you do not want to skip that natural release part. I did that with a beef heart last time, and it was the first time I think I was just so hungry and impatient that I'm like, you know what, let me just bypass this. Let me get to the heart so I could eat it. And the heart texture was terrible. Rough, tough, not tender at all. So let the pressure cooker do its thing. Let it do the natural release. Then let it do the valve release for at least 20 minutes natural release. Okay, checking back in. It's been 42 minutes doing a natural pressure release. And so this little red thing has actually gone down, which means that when I switch it over to vent, nothing's gonna come out, which means this guy's ready to be opened up. So don't worry if it's more than 20 minutes, like I said initially. It's still, the beef heart or any food you have in there is going to be kept hot. It's going to be warm. Don't worry, it's good to go. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Oh, yeah. There she is. So ready to go. Here it is, beef heart. Ready to go. I'm gonna let it cool off for a few minutes just so I could touch it to slice it up, and then the next step will be frying it in some rendered fat in a cast iron for that crispy texture. inside beef heart and crispy on the outside. I hope you guys have enjoyed this recipe. If you want to check out the other 2 videos on the screen, I'd really appreciate that. Let me know what kind of recipes you'd like to see next. Have a great week, everyone.